Okay, good morning, or should I say actually good afternoon, everybody, given that we've been already flying for about 5 hours. Yes, the longest day flying event, Monday, 26th of June. Yes, it's been really good so far already. 40 launches done today and a good soaring day in prospect. So what have we got? That cold front moved through overnight and it cleared out the air very nicely. No mist or fog or anything like that. Only thing we have sort of started to pick up is a bit more westerly influence and the wind being quite strong. This morning, we actually had the interesting scenario where we had a surface wind of about 10 knots and 25 knots at about 500 feet, which certainly made winch launching interesting. Does mean we were getting 2,500 foot winch launches though. Anyway, with this high pressure system that's just ridging in a little bit, just sort of settling things down a bit, all the shower and rain activities staying generally to the north of us. It is going to feel fairly breezy, 15 to 20 knots at height from the west, but straight down the runway, nice, easy day. Satellite picture at the moment is showing a fairly clear start. If I'm honest, this morning it's been pretty clear, just the odd bit of scuddy low cloud coming in. Maybe some more cloud just coming in over northern coasts of Devon and Pembrokeshire at the moment, but nothing too much to talk about otherwise significantly. Public forecast then 21 degrees, the top temperature today at Lasham. Will feel fairly fresh actually. Very good visibility and looking good throughout the day. And that wind sort of 10 to 15 knots throughout the day. And as we can see on here, yeah, 22 degrees being the top temperature in the capital. And dew points sort of sitting around 7 degrees, probably near us later in the afternoon. We'll just have to see on that. That was the Larkhill ascent this morning, and yeah, there was an inversion quite low down. That started to be warmed out now, so we're getting already a bit of mixing, and at least there's not so much wind shear. But cloud starting to build as well, and it's a little while yet before it gets properly soarable. But does look fairly nice and a good solid inversion at around sort of 5,000 to 6,000 feet at the moment, looking at that, which should keep a lid on the activity, so we're not expecting any showers today. Currently at Lasham, temperature 16, dew point 11. Picture outside is that. Farnborough currently reporting no cloud detected and 17, dew point 12. At the moment, I'd say we have few at about 1,100 feet, and it's saying here few at 3.5 for today. So further up country towards Bryce Norton, and again 3,500 feet, and they've got few at 4,000 feet currently. So looking nice and settled. Top Meteo then is reporting a reasonable area around us. Not so good, it says, up into Wales or out to the west. Good down to the east or to the north. And good up into Yorkshire as well. Starting at around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, it's showing sort of cumulus getting underway. That says by now. If I look out the window, it's not quite that good. So maybe put an hour on these timings. So maybe by 10:30 or so, we're going to have cumulus to about 3,000 feet, though sometimes a little bit scrappy. By lunchtime, though, getting very good. And already around here, probably 4.5 above Lasham, maybe even 5,000 feet above sea level in some cases. This wind direction not so good out in the Vale of Pewsey or Devizes area, but it's good out to the north, good out to the northeast, right into East Anglia and due north for the day. And later this afternoon, in some parts of East Anglia, or maybe even around here, we might even see 6,000 feet above sea level to 6,500 feet. I reckon we'll have cumulus for most of the day, but that amount may reduce a little bit. But yeah, looking at into Kent, and yeah, it's saying 2,200 meters there, so nearly 6,500 to 7,000 foot above sea level. So very good indeed. Out to your west, and it's not looking so good into Wales or down to the West Country and Cornwall, where it does look like a little bit more congested, more cloud buildup. Yeah. Okay. Going through the rest of the day then, and remaining good in this area. Starts to cut off from the west and northwest later and it does look like we will get sea air in off the Bristol Channel. That will go in quite a way, potentially to sort of Marlborough area, I'd imagine. But to our north and southeast remaining good right till 6 o'clock. It is a sort of late finishing day, but I'd say probably 7 o'clock onwards, it probably won't be particularly sawable, or we'll get wiped out by sea air trying to come off the Bristol Channel. Cloud amounts, we do have some top cover, which is going to be the caveat on this. It might be a little bit more top cover than this is forecasting, but as you can see there, where the top cover is thinner to the north and northeast, it's generally better and slightly drier air as well. And yeah, looking good. Your site forecast then for today, and with a start time of about 10, 11 o'clock, we've got a sort of 2 to 3 knot climbs through most parts of the day, up to a top base of around 5,000 to 5,500 feet above sea level. So pretty much the top of the airspace, and that going on for most of the afternoon till about 6:30, maybe even 7 o'clock, with a top temperature of 21 degrees, it says there, which may be a little bit on the optimistic side. Breezes you see throughout the levels, but a nice enough day, considering what might happen later this week, which is unfortunately deterioration. Airspace wise, there's quite a bit today. First of all, Glastonbury, number, get that up again, number 19, from 7 till 5, Glastonbury, back up to 3,100 feet. So yeah, don't go too close to them. I don't think it'd be any good today anyway. Keevil, temporary danger area just to the east of Trowbridge, or northeast of Trowbridge, is active today. Keevil is active. We have military parachuting going on where the secret people are, at sort of Herefordshire. So that's all day as well. There's 2 areas for that, pretty much over the top of Shobden. So military parachuting within 12 nautical miles of Shobden, which is just to the sort of west of Worcester. That's up to 12,000 feet, and Creedon Hill sort of parachuting at Hereford. So if you're going anywhere near Herefordshire, you need to be checking the NOTAMs even more detailed than what I'm showing you here. Also got military parachuting at Brize Norton. It says here, let's check that. Yeah, so parachute dropping at Brize Norton. Also parachute dropping at Little Rissington all day, up to 10,500 feet, that being just to the west of Oxford. So lots and lots of parachuting going on. Further parachuting at Abingdon between 11:30 and 15:30 local. So keep that in mind. Western on the Green likely to be active as well. So that's just to the north of Oxford. So effectively we've got parachuting at 45, 42, 38, 37, 39 and 32. So all of that area, lots and lots of parachuting. Check the NOTAMs in more detail. And 20, well, I think I do have it. Let me just check. Let's have a look. We do have a danger area activation at Everley for at least part of this morning, up to 80,000 feet. So that's just to the northwest of Andover. So good. Nothing else really to report, but yeah, do check the NOTAMs in great detail when you're task planning. Operationally today, we are operating tonight until 10 to 10, and we are operating currently on 27. Cables now are on the south side of the launch point, and we'll be air towing from there. If you're wanting an air tow for cross-country flying, please go on the grid. As usual, we should have at least 4 tugs. And in addition, I think, yeah, should be a reasonably good start. I might be able to get a 5th tug if need be. But yeah, looking good. I'll just suggest everybody who's on the club flying, go out and fly, because the kit's already there. You don't need to do anything. So excellent. No jet movements. So that's a good thing too. Runway 27. We'll see you out there. Enjoy the longest flying day event. Bye for now.